10 signs a guy likes you but is trying not to show it. Occasionally participating our feelings and passions with someone is the hardest thing. When it comes to connections and love, people are hysterical to take the first step and admit their passions towards another person. Indeed, though they do not say it, you can still tell they've a crush on you according to the way they act. Moment we have a videotape that will help you find out if the boy, who has been acting weird lately, has passions for you. There are a bunch of reasons why he may be hiding the way he feels. For illustration, fear of her not feeling the same way, fear of intruding the fellowship, not being completely apprehensive of his passions, etc. 1. He finds reasons to talk to you. When a Joe likes you but is hiding it, you will find reasons and defenses to talk to you. That way, he can use these cases as openings to get to know you better. But they are under the guise of him trying to get other information about a different content. What might start as an awkward discussion may blossom into a great chance to get to know one another. Occasionally, guys do not know what to say to add to the discussion. But in the end, they will show you they are interested with their listening chops and the tone-off voice. However, it's not probably he's interested in you. If his voice seems to track off when the two of you are talking, but if his voice is deep and present and asking questions about what you're saying, he is presumably crushing on you too. For illustration, he may seek you out to answer questions for him about directions, movie recommendations, and indeed the time, just because he wants to be suitable to break the ice and talk to you and see where the discussion may lead. He remembers details about you. Another top index is that he remembers crucial details about you. Indeed, if you mention commodity compactly in passing, similar as your love of singing, your dislike of salmon, or your recent trip to Hawaii, he cares about what you have to say and will take your words to memory and to heart. When a Joe remembers details and specifics about you and uses them as a way to talk to you, it's clear that he likes you. Indeed, if he does not want others to know, it takes genuine headpiece to flash back details about a person's life. Occasionally, we indeed forget important dates about people we truly watch about. So if a Joe files down everything you tell him and can recall it, that's significant. This will manifest itself in ways like him wishing you luck before an important interview, or asking how your aunt's birthday party was. However, do not be surprised if he inquires how sport is doing the coming time he sees you. If you mention that your canine is feeling under the rainfall, these are not the kinds of effects guys who are bare familiarity will flash back. When we like someone, we flash back the details. Indeed, the most mundane and putatively trivial. 2. He's nervous and shy around you. Our bodies frequently betray us when we are trying our stylish to appear cool and confident. Just like you frequently find your cheeks flushing and your mouth going dry when nervous, you will notice the same signs in him. Rather of making eye contact with you, he will presumably suddenly be fascinated by the string on his hoodie and feel to completely forget how to use his hands. Now, if he's a nervous Joe in general, this does not mean important, but he might get redundant nervous around you. He is trying to make a good print, but getting nervous about it. Talking to a crush can be win-whams, racking. A typically smooth, talking Joe might stumble over his words or mess up a sentence. However, he is likely crushing on you. If he has trouble threading a judgment together with you, but seems at ease around others. For case, he might suddenly give short or ye or no answers when he typically likes to talk. Also, he might stutter or forget what he wanted to say. Look for other nervous tics. 2. He might crack his knuckles, scrape his head, or twitch as a sign of jitters while talking to you. 3. You catch him looking at you a lot. This bone is a suitable egregious sign. Guys can't help but look at the women they're interested in. Just like it's hard for you not to look at a Joe you like when you're both in the same place. So indeed, if he's hiding his passions and trying not to show that he likes you, he's not going to be on his guard all the time. And when his attention slips, he's going to catch himself gaping at you. So if you catch him looking at you, and it happens a little too frequently to be coexistence, that's a veritably good sign that he's interested, but not interested in showing it yet. 4. They'll get closer. You might notice an attempt to get a little physically near to you. Men who are interested may try to close the distance by choosing to sit next to you at an eatery, rather of across from you, leaning forward, standing physically near to you, or indeed, touching you while walking. These actions indicate he's comfortable around you. He might indeed try taking up more space or getting near into your intimate zone. He will come up with reasons to touch you when he wants to be closer. Physical touch is a pivotal way to show affection, and a Joe with a crush will look for any reason to do it. Notice if he touches your arm, bumps into you, or moves to stand coming to you. Leverages are also a solid sign he likes you. He also will not pull down when you entered his particular space. He will encourage small traces and indeed lean into them if he likes you. If a Joe ever touches you in a way you do not like, flash back that you can always tell him to stop because it makes you uncomfortable. Get someone you trust to help if he will not hear. 5. He invites you on dates. He also may ask to hang out with you in a way that is not a real first date. For case, rather than definitively asking you out, he may say that he is heading to your area of city to see a friend and ask if you be around laterally to meet up. In this case, he is showing you that his intentions are to see someone differently and that you are further of an afterthought, when in reality, this is a less intimidating way for him to throw out the idea of hanging out together without the fear of real rejection. However, this can mean that he is into you if he tends to ask you out on dates that are not inescapably bones. Still, someone in your office or class, or someone you just run into at parties occasionally. If this Joe is a friend of yours. 6. He talks to you every day and texts you back incontinently. A Joe who likes you will not stay around to hear from you. As a result, he will not vacillate to reach out and sputter you up at every occasion. Suppose about how frequently he initiates contact by walking up to you, making plans, or transferring a quick text. However, he might like you if he does it at least as frequently as you, if not further. For illustration, he might sit next to you in class and say, "How's it going?" or "How did you do on the last test?" Alternately, he may text you out of the blue on a Saturday night and say, "What are you up to?" or "Are you busy hereafter?" I allowed. We could do commodity. Still, he's not going to bother putting time and trouble into regular texting. If a Joe is not interested in you, sure, some guys will answer for a while out of politeness. But if he's always responding to your textbooks in a timely manner, that's a heady hint. 7. You two are social media musketeers. Guys don't shoot requests for fellowship to girls that they aren't their musketeers, family, or they do not like. More precise social media signs that he wants to take it to the coming position are liking your print or sliding into your DMs. 8. He talks about work a lot. Will not he just stop dishing on and on about work and tell you straight if he likes you or not? He kinda is giving you a sign. However, stalwart, ambitious. If his stories about work all make him feel smart, he always compliment you. The contrary is relatively clear. However, he presumably likes you. If a man always finds commodity to congratulate you on, but what if he no way respects you? Now, if you slightly see each other and he no way respects you, it does not mean a thing. But if you see each other frequently, if you go to parties together or events where you know you look stupendous and he still has absolutely nothing to say, he's presumably just speechless. All men congratulate women from time to time. It's fun to flirt this way, but the shy guys only do it with women they're comfortable with. Maybe you haven't made that list yet, and how could you, if he's crazy about you? So this was all for today's video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as we upload a video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in next one.